Question: Chris Cole's Dragon portfolio is slightly different from GG's 10-80-10 is what I call it. Thoughts on 19% gold allocation versus your 10%, also substituting real estate for fixed income due to low yields. Yeah, so this is another project. I'm working on this one on the whiteboard this morning, and I'm going to try to get that done this week, where I walk you through my three bulletproof investment strategies for 2020. But another video that we have to complement this one is a video where I actually invest $100,000 of my own money. And we just start right at the beginning with me opening up a brand new account with Interactive Broker and then putting 100,000 in the account. And not that I'd use the entire 100 to buy stocks, but we'd start the account with 100 grand, and it would be my money. And I'll show you my bank statement to prove that it's my 100,000 going into the account. And then I do like kind of an over the shoulder thing. So you guys could watch every single thing that I do, from setting up the account. You press this button, you go to this button, you have to fill out this paperwork. I'm having my assistant fill out the paperwork for Interactive Brokers. Bam, we've got our account set up. So whether you're a newbie or you're a pro, we'll break it down into sections. So the pros might not want to watch me setting up an IB account. But for the noobs, they can watch this and say, oh, I see. You literally click on, you go to the Interactive Brokers account, you click on this button, then you click on this button, then you click on that button. Bam, now you got your account. Here's how to fund it. You do bam, 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 bam. And then once we get done with that, then we get to the fun part. And that's doing the research and trying to figure out what's cheap and what's expensive. And obviously, you guys know me. I'm not going to stick to just the United States. I'm going to be looking all over the world for opportunities. And then we're going to do the 10-80-10. I'm going to try to stick with that. And then what I'm going to do, maybe with a separate portfolio, and I might do like 50 grand for my portfolio. I was going to do another 50 grand and try to do something like the Dragon portfolio. And then we can kind of track the two. And with the Dragon portfolio, I wanted to at least do something with that, because I think that that's a lot easier for people with a 401k or with this IRA. So many people comment and they say, George, I've got a 401k. I can only invest in these 3 funds. And they're all just a matter of what type of stock do you want? Do you want a value fund? Do you want a growth fund or whatever? Do you want a bond fund? That's pretty much it. And so I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? If I had a 401k and that's the only thing that I could invest in, I would probably try to replicate a Dragon portfolio. So with the 401k part of the portfolio, I would buy the stocks and the bonds, and then, or the funds, whatever. And then hopefully they'd allow you to buy gold, or maybe I'd buy Sprott, I'd buy Rick's deal. So I'd buy PHYS to have exposure to physical through the 401k. And then I'm just down to commodity trend and volatility. And I think what I'd probably do is take obviously money that maybe would have gone into my 401k, take that out and have that on the side. And so I'd have my 401k managing the part of the Dragon portfolio that was allocated to bonds, stocks, and gold. And then with the commodity trend and the long volatility, I would manage that with my own money outside of the 401k. So then you're able to kind of get that type of exposure. And I think that if you've got a 401k, I think that's what I would do personally. So with this $100,000 that I'm going to invest, and I'm going to do that so you guys can watch every single step I take and what companies I buy and all this stuff. And then I'm going to explain, of course, my rationale. You're going to see where I'm doing the research. Most likely going to be Rebel Capitalist Pro. And you're going to just watch me from A to Z. And so I think I'm just thinking it through, but I'll probably do 50 grand of the 10-80-10 and then 50 grand of the Dragon portfolio or something like that. So anyway, stay tuned. And again, if you're trying to replicate the Dragon portfolio, and if you're doing it, then I totally get the 19% gold. Yeah. Totally makes sense.